Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here. We are looking ahead to today's slate for February the 1st. We finally made it to February. Crazy how fast it went. If you guys do go on ahead and like the video, leave a like. I definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button as well. If you guys would like to get in on premium, we have Fanduel and DraftKings, $25 per month per site, two lineups per day. If you'd like to get in on Fanduel DraftKings bundle, $35 per month. FanDuel Price Picks combos only $30 per month. If you just want Price Picks by itself, just $20 per month. And then we have a day pass for only $9 for two lineups or $5 for one. Like I said, we're gonna go and do the $5 day pass once again for you guys. You guys are enjoying it a little bit, so $5 for two lineups once again today. If you want to get in on our free lineup, all you have to do is hit us up on our Twitter, and same thing with the premium. Chris Anthony NBA One, give us a follow while you guys are there. Like I said, hit us up for premium, get you guys all set up on that. And yeah, today's slate's not looking too bad. So let's get into it pretty quick here. I don't have a ton of time, but have time to do a video for you. So I haven't even looked at the injuries, so you got to bear with me a little bit. Charlotte and Denver Nuggets, we have a 223 and a 12.5 here. So once again, it looks like Charlotte's going to be, shorthanded. You can definitely look at Miles Bridges here. We saw what he did last night. It wasn't anything crazy, but he was up against a pretty good defense in the Clippers and still had 43. So, in a back-to-back here against Denver, it should be an interesting one. And also, I'm very intrigued to see what Denver does here on a back-to-back as well. 58 last night for Jokic. They could rest maybe one or two of these guys maybe on this back-to-back against a terrible Charlotte's team. It's still a 12.5. I mean, I feel like if Jokic's playing, it should be like 15, 16. So keep an eye. Doesn't play DeAndre Jordan in some deep GPPs. Watson obviously comes into play. Actually, he doesn't because he's not here. If Gordon plays, look at him, Michael Porter. So I guess Christian Braun's the guy that really gets the benefit of that. And then Dario's probably going to come in and play a little bit too. Just depends on start. Jordan's not going to play a ton of minutes, but he can get you 17, 18 if needed. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Like I said, obviously, if anyone's out for Denver, it's going to help someone out. If Murray's out, it's going to help out Westbrook. If Westbrook's out, going to help out Murray a little bit and Braun. So it just depends on who's out, if anybody's out. If nobody's out, which I highly surprised that would be the case, then I don't want anybody really in this game besides maybe Bridges that you can look at. Sacramento and Oklahoma City. Let's see what we got going on here. Should be a relatively high total. We have a 235 and a 7.5. So should be a good one. I'm very intrigued to see what's going on with Fox. We're getting closer to the trade deadline, and they said that they're going to trade him. So I wouldn't be surprised if they randomly, say that Fox is out, gets traded either today or tomorrow, or next couple days. So keep an eye on that, for sure. Let's say everybody does play in this game. I think Shea Gilgeous at 11-6 is a very solid option. Jalen Williams is going to be out again, so guys like Lucas Dort, you can look at him. But like I said, I just don't have a ton of them. But Dort's probably the next best option. Isaiah Hartenstein, obviously at center position. So, if I had to rank them, it'd probably be Shea, Hartenstein, maybe Dort, maybe Wallace, but especially the two big guys for sure. And you can also look at Isaiah Joe. I mean, Caruso's out, so maybe he comes in and gets you 23, 24 fantasy points off the bench. But Sacramento side, if no one's out, I won't have a ton of them since OKC is a pretty dang solid defense. If anyone, probably Sabonis. Washington and Minnesota. Ugh, goodness gracious. I swear, this is the worst Washington team I've ever seen. Like, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day. I forget when it was, 2011 or 12, when the Nets, remember how bad the Nets were when they had Yai and some of those other guys? I don't know if you guys remember those. But that was a really bad Nets team. But, man, I don't know. I think they might be able to beat the Wizards here. 221, and we have Timberwolves by 14.5 here. As normal for Washington, if you want to play them, play them. That's up to you. Brogdon's back. Maybe he can get you 25, 30. If Conley's out, you can look at Dillingham again. I told you guys a couple days ago I liked him if he got some minutes, and he obviously did. So people are going to be on him now if Conley's out. If he's not out, don't really have him. Alexander Walker's price skyrocketed. It looks good, but this dude sucks overall. So if Conley is not playing, you can still put him in there because he's facing Washington, but I hate Alexander Walker fantasy wise. He just always kills me. Randall's out, so you can look at Naz again. You can always look at McDaniels. Like I said, these guys are probably going to be relatively chalky. I don't expect a massive uptick for Naz Reid. I think he's probably going to stay right where he is, even with McDaniels being out. Sorry, Randall being out. You can definitely look at McDaniels though, 30 to 33, and then you can also look at Rudy Gobert if you want to. Don't mind some Rudy. The both Minnesota guys are in a good spot. Like I said, only thing, and guys like Rudy and Naz, they're kind of veterans now, so who knows how much they play. All right, Brooklyn and Houston, another just game. We got a 212 and a 14.5. Alfredson Gint is questionable. If he plays, he does. If he doesn't play, I don't think they're going to miss him too much here against Brooklyn. So, yeah. I mean, once again, you can always look at Jalen Green. I mean, at 7-1, Amen Thompson could easily get his points. I really don't mind going back to the well with Dylan Brooks. I actually picked him last time, and he did good, 22 points, but that's all he did. That's all he did. I was talking him up. I'm like, man, he's going to start at power forward, probably get 5, 6, 7 rebounds. He got 2 rebounds at the power forward position, so he just wasn't playing inside much. So, with that being said, I can always go back to Dylan Brooks at 47 if that's the case with Sengun. We got Easton at 5,600, another guy that could easily get in there and destroy. He had 29. He had 13 points, 12 rebounds with no blocks or steals, and that's his money. So if he's out again, probably Easton's the main dude to look at. He'll probably get you 30, 35 if he has those blocks and steals. So just shows you what you can do without it. Another guy to look at. How has Cam been on his way back? 4,100 for Cam. Yeah, I wouldn't really mess with that. So probably Eason, maybe Green and GP. Sorry, in cash games, and then a little bit of Dylan Brooks as well. Brooklyn side, I just don't have a ton. I just don't. I don't like picking them. I mean, look at Claxton or Clowney if those are guys are playing, but I'm just not big into them in this game. We have Miami and San Antonio in this one. We have a 221 and a 2.5, so this should be a little bit of a better game. It's not the highest total, but it should be a little bit better game on paper. So we do have a back-to-back here for San Antonio, so definitely keep an eye on that. I don't mind looking at Tyler Hero at 8-2, especially with Butler kind of being out of the equation. You can look at Vessel and Castle again. Vessel sucked last night. Bam at 7-8 is really not bad. I don't mind picking on inside a little bit, and then Ware as well, another guy that you can look at that could have a good one. He didn't do good against Cleveland, but like I said, I think he could definitely rebound here. So Ware, Bam, and Tyler Hero are probably the 3 that I'm looking at in this one. Lakers and New York, 226 and 10.5. So 80 is out. They said for about a week, I think. Like I said, I just don't see LeBron not playing here. They're actually trying to be competitive this year, not like they were like 4 or 5 years ago where were tanking. If you guys remember that. I mean, like I said, cash games. James, Austin Reeves. I think they're cash game plays. On the flip side, like I said, I think these guys are just cash game plays. Brunson, Bridges, not the greatest matchups overall, but I mean, it's still 226, so you can definitely look at them here. I don't know how much I'm going to have. Jackson Hayes probably popped up, 5,100, so his price went up a little bit, but he was pretty solid last game. So Austin Reeves, look at cash games, Hayes, LeBron James, and like I said, you got Towns, Brunson. You can look at these guys all in cash games for sure. All right, last one of the night is Phoenix and Portland. Man, we have some kind of blowouts today, huh? We have, this one's apparently not going to be. Portland has been playing better, I will say that. We have a 226 and a 3.5. Like I said, yeah, Portland has been playing a little better. I'll give them credit for that. That's my home state team. There you go. I'm from Oregon. No, I don't live in Portland though. So, anyway, yeah, let's go look at them here. We got Simons at 64. Didn't do great last game against Orlando, but like I said, you could definitely have a bounce back here against Phoenix. A little bit of a faster pace here. Um, if Grant is out, if Grant's out again, I really love what they did with the rotation last time. I think they had Scoot Henderson start, which was really good for him. He's good when he starts. So if Henderson starts again, if Grant's out, I love it. But also another play that I really don't mind looking at here is Shannon Sharp. With Henderson starting, gives Sharp a little bit more command of the second team out there. And he had 30.4, so he had 23 points off the bench. So, like I said, Henderson going to the starting lineup helps out Shannon Sharp. So definitely keep an eye on that. On the flip side here, it is a back-to-back here for Phoenix, so keep that in mind if they do rest anyone. If not, I think you can look at Booker and Durant, but I'm leaning more to the Portland side in this one. Like I said, Portland's defense has been a little bit better, but Durant at 9.5, you can definitely look at him. So I really do hope Grant's out. Just helps out Henderson, Sharp a lot with the rotation. Another guy you can look at is Denny Avila. Only played 24 minutes against Orlando, so at 7.6, another guy that could bounce back here. And then you got Nick Richards at only 56. I don't mind looking at him, but he's not playing a ton of minutes and gets in a little bit of foul trouble. So um, that's kind of what we're looking at. So it's kind of a straight up kind of day here. I think Tyler Harris is probably my favorite up in that area. Austin Reeves as well. Scoot Henderson, as I said, depending on what's going on with Grant, but we're not going to get that news till a little bit later on. Um, and like I said, depending on what's going on Conley, you could look at Walker and Dillingham if you want to again, if that's the way you want to go. Um, let's go look at the shooting guards real quick. Like I said, Booker at 9-1 is looking good. Emmitt Thompson, especially if Sengun's out, Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, Cash Games, Devin Vassell. You can look at him for a bounce back, but he's kind of been trash the last 4 or 5 games. Shannon Sharp, like I said, depending on what's going on with that starting rotation. Kamara, same thing, depends on the rotation. A GPP play could be Keon Johnson, like say Christian Perron. Really don't mind him, especially if Jokic is out or one of those other guys are out. Um, Duncan Robertson, I totally forgot to mention him. Another guy that could come into play, get you 24, 25 fantasy points as well. Another guy that plays 40, 45 minutes. So a really good spot for him to get some points out there. Like I said, don't mind looking at LeBron, Denny Avila, Jaden McDaniels, maybe Michael Porter, depending, like I said, what's going on with Denver. If they do anything, Tyree Eason at 56, looking really good, especially if Sengun is out. If Sengun plays, he's still in play, but not as much. Power forward position, don't really need any of those guys. Like I said, Miles Bridges is probably the one that I would look at. Um, and then over here at the center position, Towns looking pretty good. Bam, like I said, really good. Ware as well. Rudy Gobert could be worth a look at GPPs. Isaiah Hartenstein could probably get you 30, 35 in this one. Jackson Hayes and cash games. You could even look at Mr. Steven Adams, 4,800. He's probably going to have to get the start again if Mr. Sengun's out. So keep an eye on that. Doesn't play big minutes. And also, it was against his old team, but still, I think Adams could be worth a look, but he is kind of priced where he should be. So that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. If you guys, like I said, enjoyed the video, leave a like. I definitely do appreciate it. Like I said, we do have our premium lineups available for you. $25 per month for Fanduel DraftKings separately. If you want to get in on just the day pass, like I said, we're going to do our day pass again for $5 for 2 lineups for the day. So message us on Twitter to get in on that special premium lineups for only $5. So once again, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.